So, guys, recently we shared with you guys how a senator came out to say that Dangote is being frustrated, in the refinery business he recently went into. And from the look of things now, it is being exposed that Dangote is actually pointing accusing finger to the international oil market, for manipulating crude oil prices. And that is what is even frustrating his own refinery project. So, guys, guess what? More of this problem is even coming from the Nigerian government. I mean, the federal government is to be blamed for what Dangote is going through. But he might not really publicly come out to say the way it is because he knows that he enjoys so much benefit from the Nigerian government that other entrepreneurs in Nigeria do not enjoy. So, guys, I'm going to allow you listen to this short clip that has really summarized what Dangote is going through, and we'll come back to that. Take a look.
Yes, Aliko Dangote is the latest victim of neo-colonization in West Africa. We all know who Aliko Dangote is. We call him a billionaire. To us, he's a millionaire. To us, he's a wonderful man that creates jobs for millions and thousands of West Africans. Aliko Dangote is somebody you can talk about business in West Africa, industrialization, employment in West Africa. If you don't mention, even on the African continent, and you don't mention the name of Aliko Dangote, then you are not talking about anyone. Today, he is the victim of new colonization that has become a cancer in the heart of ECOWAS. We must find a solution to this monster. On the ordeal of Dangote has to do with him trying to flex in his muscles to establish himself. And why not a West African who wants to show and prove West Africans can take control of their destiny? And that is Aliko Dangote. How he started, where he got where is, I don't know. But I started developing interest in this man. When I watch certain things, I'm only interested in jobs because it's only employment and jobs that deal with the issue of unemployment and therefore poverty. If we want to overcome the problem of poverty in West Africa, then we need more of this man. Unfortunately, this man today is a victim. It all has to do with the control of the supply and demand of crude oil for petrol production, refinery and so on in West Africa. Whether we have crude oil in West Africa or not, whatever we have in West Africa is no more in the hand of West Africans. Powerful multinational corporations have taken over and they control who buy and who sell. Aliko Dangote realized that there is a problem with the importation of crude oil, petrol from outside Nigeria after export of the crude oil that is drilled and exploited in Nigeria. So he decided that, look, when the 4 refineries have been closed down under the guise that the excuse was that government has no business, the Nigerian government has no business in the economic activities when it comes to oil exploration, and therefore it should be private sector. So when you even go to the refinery, Nigerian government has no business, and that's why the dollarization of the economy of West Africa is not working. And because of that, they succeeded in pushing Nigerian government out, so that after the killing of removal of Babangida and the killing of Sani Abacha, that they said has stolen money and hidden it in Europe and America. We say, okay, now that Abacha is dead, where is the money? Nobody has seen any money. They only killed that man. They blackmail him, call him a demon, a dictator, to kill him, so that the refinery that he's stubbornly not allowing to be shut down, All the refinery between Abdul Salam Abubakar and Obasanjo were all shut down. Nigerians were importing this petrol. So NNPC that used to get some share of the crude oil to be refined into petrol to be sold to Nigerians within Nigeria, that can be cushioned from the dollar effect so that the currency of Nigeria will be able to stand on her feet. The Naira. They succeeded in closing it down. So Nigeria now...
I saw this report yesterday that Dangote was allegedly accusing the international oil companies of trying to sabotage his refinery by not selling crude oil to him. And then I don't really get it, because here's how the oil industry works, right? Nigeria has oil in the ground, but it costs a lot of money to bring out that oil. So Nigeria reaches out to international oil companies like Chevron, Shell, Total to come and drill that oil at their own cost, at their own expense. And then when they bring out that oil, they share it. That's a sharing ratio, usually 40-60. Nigeria takes 40% through NNPC. The oil companies take 60%. And since this time, these people, this is their 60%. They've been selling it. Some of them have refineries abroad. Some of them have international partners that they've been selling it to. And that's an international market where anybody can go and buy. So what Dangote is saying is that this oil industry should sell that their 60% to him. And then my own question to Dangote is, why can't you go and collect your share from the 40% from the federal government through NNPC? After all, NNPC owns 20% of your refinery. But do you know the problem? Nigeria has sold all this oil. Nigeria does not have oil to give him. Let me tell you, you see all these loans that Nigeria collects, every time it's just collecting loan, what we actually do is that we sell our oil in advance. So we'll go to these countries, these international companies, and tell them, see, in 2025, we're expecting so amount of oil, which is to be at this price. So buy it now and then give us money. Let us come and blow it by buying cars for our senators, right? Now, all the oil Nigeria will be producing for the next couple of years has already been sold. So that's why they cannot sell to Dangote, and Dangote now has to go and buy it expensive from the international market.
So guys, you have heard it for yourself. So what this guy is actually saying is that some of these oil companies that come to like drill our oils, and take them out of the country, they are like, partnering with the Nigerian government. So they take like 60% of whatever is being produced, while the government takes 40%. And then they sell their own oil to their preferred customer. Any customer they feel like selling to, they sell it, they export it to make more money. And then guess what? The Nigerian government, the portion allocated to the Nigerian government, which is what Dangote would have been enjoying now to like get it directly from the federal government and start refining. Dangote cannot get that oil because Nigerian government has already sold their own ahead of time by borrowing money from different places. So sometimes when they go to borrow this money, they tell the people borrowing them the money that, oh, we are an oil producing country. You can give us this money, then you can take our oil for this number of years and all that. So you find out that 40% that is even meant for the Nigerian government has already been sold up front. They've already sold it. So Dangote cannot lay hold on the 40% that comes to the government. Neither does Dangote have access even to the 60% that belongs to the foreign companies that drill this oil. So at the end of the day, Dangote is just left stranded. He can't really easily find oil to refine. And you then ask me, what's the essence of building the refinery if it's not going to serve the purpose for which it was built? So guys, everything boils down to leadership. When you have this leadership gap, which we know is what Africa has been facing, we just have leadership problem. We have these people who come into power, they don't think, they are not creative, their cognitive strength is down, they can't really come up with ideas on how to diversify, on how to make money. And that is actually what Africa is experiencing, and especially a country like Nigeria. When you have poor leaders who do not even, have any other hope on how to make money, if not to just keep borrowing and borrowing, it will get to the point that Nigeria will not be able to service its debt. We are almost at that point where servicing our debt is going to be hectic. And that is why many people are saying that, oh my God, that what INEC did to this country in the last election, honestly, is something Nigerians can never forget, because this mandate was sold, and guess what? Was sold to the wrong people. See where the country is. See how every sector of this country is just struggling. And that is why we all Nigerians must stand up to the occasion to make sure that this country is recovered, from sliding. You know that Dangote has really enjoyed, massive support from the government. Dangote has enjoyed what so many people have not enjoyed. And guess what? It has really benefited him because he has gone from this to that, from that to this, and look at where he is today, to the point of owning a refinery. Even in the building of that refinery, we know that the central bank played a very huge role in the construction and all that has to do with the refinery. And that's to tell you how the federal government of Nigeria has really helped Dangote to get to where he is today. And I hope that can also work for other people from other parts of this country, if they can be assisted in one way or the other and be helped. I believe that Nigerians are so creative. We would have even had more than one Dangote in Nigeria, would have had numerous of them. But because the federal government does not even think making millionaires is part of what this government should be looking at, because that's the only way you can raise your taxes and also, raise the quality of lives of your people. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on this notification bell. Thank you.